What is happening? My name is Jonathan Dunkerley. You can call me Dunk. Today, we are going to talk about how I am scheduling out my content that gets me leads generated by AI months and months in advance. I know we get busy, and by doing this, I'm going to be having basically an automatic lead machine that is generating leads for me basically on autopilot. So let me just get started. The idea is that I'm going to be creating content. Uh, for instance, I've been creating AI generated images. I use a tool called Replicate. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a place that you could rent CPU space. If you don't know it can sound complicated, but it's not. There's a video that I have in a checklist that I give. If you just go to here, I'll just bring this up. So it's on the ticker at the bottom of the screen. But if you do want to grab this checklist, I give it away for free. AIprofitchecklist.com. So again, I give away everything for free. I'm not charging for anything, just so you know. It's all for free. There is right here, I have a list and it's called Replicate, and there's some tutorial videos over here. Matt Wolf put together a really good one, so I don't need to redo it because he did a really good job. If you have questions, jump into my school and ask questions. I told you, I'm just letting you know. I generate thumbnails with this after cloning my face into a tool called Replicate, or using Hugging Face to create a model of my face. Replicate will use that model and create a model based off of that. And then I could create images. Let me just bring it up so you can see an idea. There we go. I think I bring it up. Stuff like that. There's today's thumbnail. Pretty much all generated with AI. Make it easier on yourself. Why are you making it harder on yourself? Here's a thumbnail. But here's the types of images that you can create and post these out for months. I created a doc. I can schedule these out. I have them scheduled out for 6 months. And I'm gonna actually schedule, I deleted everything from the platform that I'm using. I just wanted to show as if it is a brand new platform or a brand new account, just so you could see exactly how to do this. So you could make these types of posts. I also do text posts, and then I also do reels or shorts. So if you do have questions about this, drop them in the comments, and I will walk you through exactly how to do this. Cool. So again, if you want this checklist that I have, just go to AIprofitchecklist.com. And again, if you want to see how I'm saying to make money, listen to what I'm telling you to do. I'm just like, you can get, oh, he's trying to get me to go to a landing page, which I am. That's what it is. It's a landing page. It takes you to a landing page. And that, again, if you go to the checklist, it's the first thing on this checklist. I'm giving you every step that you need to start making money online. I'm not charging you for just go. The way I make money is if you happen to sign up through affiliate link, help support me. And I focus on recurring affiliate products, meaning that every month that you renew, I potentially get a commission, which is, hey, it doesn't cost you any extra. And think about it again. Don't get, oh, John's going to get commission off something that I promote. I hear it. I hear you saying it in your head. But here's the thing. If you are not successful with that, you're going to cancel and I'm going to lose money. So it's in my best interest to make sure that you are successful. So think about it. I could run a business this way, not charge you anything directly, and have multiple streams of income passively coming to me. And all what I need to do is give you content that helps you succeed and be successful too. And you could do the same exact thing. And it could be a different niche too, or just rip me off. 100%. If you get this lead magnet, you can just come here to file. And that's what it is, a lead magnet. If you sign up, it's going to be delivered to you the first email as well as many other emails. But you can go here, make a copy, have your own copy, and then you could do things like mark them as done and all that fun stuff. And just go through this list. Use Kit instead. I'm just giving you suggestions of what I use and the reasons why. And you could clone my entire funnel right here. And as I update it, you're welcome to that snapshot. Take my funnel, steal my funnel, and just keep on uploading it if you want. If you're like, I don't know how to do emails very well, copy me, steal my stuff. I encourage it. Go. So what I'm going to be doing today is making some of these videos. I showed you the images. Text posts are just typically, I'll show you in just 1 second. But I'm going to play like 2 different types of videos that I'm really posting as reels, so you have an idea of how I'm doing that. And then I'll show you the stuff and the text posts in on the sheet that I'm about to go through. So here's an example. So here's one. It's going to start playing it. So just listen. I'm going to play 2 of them. I think I might have shown some of these before, but you get the idea. So this one's only like 38 seconds long. In this video, I go over basically 3 tools that I talk about. And the idea is, like, don't overthink these types of videos. Just do the same video over and over again and just make minor tweaks. They call them listicles. You see them on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook all the time. There's a reason people make them because they actually get people to pay attention. These 3 tools will do this. You tell people how many there are and they'll go through them. And hey, by the way, imperfections, get people to comment on them. There's one that somebody got mad at me. I said, these 3 AI tools, and it's like, they're not AI. Like, if you don't know, AI is not really a thing. It's actually machine learning. AI is just a buzzword. It's not really AI. There's no such thing as AI. It's machine learning. It's just a coined term that people use. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence. It's machine learning. It's just getting so good that it feels like it's artificial intelligence. Just know that. So I'm going to play this first one. It's going to take 38 seconds. You won't hear me because it will mute my mic. And then there's another version, another type that you did. The first one that I did, I actually made with a tool called Descript. I generated the script with ChatGPT first because I have a project that I created that helps me just bust out these scripts really quickly. And then Descript actually generates the voiceover for me and a whole bunch of different voices. It sounds really cool. And then I can either use external footage from, if you have ChatGPT Plus, by the way, you have access to Sora, completely free. So you get free AI generations that you could use. So you can constantly be adding your own custom footage as well. But Descript does have a whole bunch of its own content. Descript, and it's easy AI edit stuff. I use Cloudflare, but so I'm just going to play this real quick and stop talking about it. But this is the tool that I use in order to edit.
These 3 AI tools can grow your income on autopilot even while you sleep. First up, AIProfitChecklist.com, your free step-by-step guide to start making money with AI. It's perfect for beginners ready to level up. Next, EasyAIEdits.com, the ultimate tool for creating and repurposing your content with AI. Turn hours of work into minutes and save time while growing your reach. And third, GetSocialConnector.com. This lets you reward your audience and gamify engagement, helping you grow a loyal community while boosting your income. Want more AI tips? Comment AI below, and I'll share more tools with you.
And if you notice how it ends up looping and the video kind of just flows right into the other one. So sometimes people don't even realize that it's looping to the next video. Now I'm going to play another video. So that was one completely made. I made that whole entire thing. You can write it in Descript, but I have a custom project in ChatGPT that helps me just bust out those scripts real quick. I just say, okay, here's the next 3 tools and here's the links that I want you to do. And it just rewrites the script for me. And I have it trained so it loops just the same way. You can create that really easily. I created a custom instruction project. It's available with ChatGPT Plus and above. I'm just telling you that it's really helpful for me. So now I'm going to play this other one because I wanted to mix it up. And both of these, that type of video, the one that you just watched, probably took me 20 to 30 minutes to make. That's still time. Now there's another type of video that works really well that you could do. And if you notice that video, it mentioned my landing page, easy AI edits, or not, sorry, AIProfitChecklist.com, which again, that's going to bring you, excuse me, I always get burps whenever I go live, but I never been burpy before. It's probably because I'm talking a lot, not breathing. But again, all what this captures is your name and email. It adds them into my funnel, which I do through Go High Level, which is my personal recommendation. And if you do happen to jump through, whether you have it already or not, you can grab my snapshot right there. I don't care if you're going through my affiliate or not. I appreciate it if you do. If you don't, snapshot's there, 100% yours. No worries about it, yours. And then there's like Facebook pages. I did a video showing how to make Facebook pages, but now let's just go back over here to this other video. This one's about a minute long, 57 seconds. I always try to keep them under 1 minute long because some platforms, they prefer reels. Like I know they're adding them up to 3 minutes. We don't need 3 minutes. So I always just try and keep it under 59 seconds or less. So just keep it under a minute. So I'm going to play this. And this one is one that I actually is this the right one?
These 3 AI.
Sorry, I'm on camera. And I also looked at like the coloring's all jacked up. So just embrace the imperfection. Seriously. And the reason why that happened is because I recorded it with HDR 4K. And I'm like, I got to turn that off next time because it's messing up all the color tones, just in case you were wondering. So I'm going to play this 57 seconds long. I recorded this. It probably took me like 5 minutes or so to record it. I just brought up the tabs up on my computer. I recorded the whole part right where I'm sitting right now. I just took my phone and did the stuff. I recorded it. The audio was just with my earbuds and some of it sounds like good. And the thing is, even if there's things are varying quality, people are going to go, oh, people will comment on it and go, oh, why is the audio so bad in this part? And then it triggers engagement, and then it makes the video show to more people, which gets you more leads and people. So when people are negative, they're actually helping you. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. These 3 AI tools will blow your mind. First, we have replicate.com. You could upload custom AI builds, and it gets even better. You could upload your own face into Replicate and use your own face in your AI images. Next, let's head over to this site where we could reimagine videos or images. I took this really old picture of myself and I made it move with this tool. All you need to do is come over here and click create. I uploaded this picture of a cat as an astronaut, and I told it to have the cat jump out of the picture frame and sniff the camera. Now we just need to let it generate. And now our generation is done, so if I play it, we can see that the cat jumps out of the picture frame and comes over to the camera. The third tool is Sora by OpenAI. Did you know that if you already have a ChatGPT Plus account, you get Sora completely free? And you can learn more about tools like this at AIProfitChecklist.com. So what are we going to do with these reels? How are we going to actually just schedule them out in masses? So the tool that I'm going to use, and here, let me just bring up the link for that just in case you wanted to grab it. Again, this is affiliate. There, it's on my checklist. If you want all these things, they're on the checklist. But I love my short links to promote it. So easyaiposter.com. And if you want to go to that, it's just going to bring you to this tool, which is called Radaar. So Radaar is this tool where you could schedule things out onto multiple platforms at once. I like to create a bunch of Facebook pages. And the reason why I do that is because Facebook or Meta is okay with posting similar content or the same content onto Facebook multiple times. That's on Facebook or Instagram. On things like YouTube and TikTok, they don't like that. Just so you know, it's different on different platforms. Some platforms are okay with it, some aren't. Meta platforms, Facebook and Instagram in particular, don't hold me to that with Threads. I don't know about Threads. I haven't really looked too deeply into how their posting policies on duplicate content, but they're okay with it. So you could potentially be making income, or like I said, thousands of dollars, $1,000 a day by generating leads by posting those videos, those images, and then posts every single day into multiple Facebook pages. Or, and then obviously, if you have a YouTube, at least post it to your one YouTube account. Like, why not? YouTube, come on, just do it. It doesn't hurt. But again, don't repost it. But if you do want to post it to YouTube again, make some modifications, edit the video, re-spin it, make some edit changes and re-export something, make it a little different. And then it will be a new document and it won't be just the same content again. That's just a little bit of advice. You could do that, but you do not post the same content multiple times to YouTube. So now here, we're going to come over here and you can connect accounts directly in Radaar, like right here. So you could just all the different accounts that you can go. Like I connect Facebook pages, you go to Instagram, TikTok if you want. Twitter is a little different, or X. Like they care so little about they care so little about Twitter that you can't even they don't even updated the name to the current name, and it's been that way for a while now. But and then you could do Threads. I haven't messed with Threads too much. Mastodon, I haven't messed too much with that one, but I am actually dabbling with Blue Sky. I'm going to do a test account. I don't know how it's going to go. It's just literally a test. I created this one account that I created. It's literally, I just created this the other day and I posted one time, but I followed some people that are AI centric and passive income ones. So I'm just going to experiment and see. I've seen very similar content on there, but again, I don't bank. I'm just gonna test it. I'm just testing it. I have no idea. I just see it as a potential. It is like low hanging fruit. Have you ever heard that phrase? So I feel like it could be a possibility that there could be some leads there that are untapped. So I'm doing an experiment. If the account gets smashed or whatever, who knows? But Facebook pages, that's where you're at, because you can create one Facebook account and manage a bunch of different Facebook pages. And then I usually give it a second admin control to another account or a friend or somebody else, just in case anything ever happens to my Facebook account, then I don't lose all my Facebook pages. Okay, let's get back on track. Boom, make sure that was good. Now, you would be connecting. So I'm going to remove one of these so you could see it, and I'll just re-add it. the way it works with the Radar is it gives you a certain amount of accounts that you could add. And then once you cap out, you could add another one. I think it's two something, 295 or something additional account a month. And then you could post as many times with that account. So if I click here, I'm just to show you Facebook, be able to click here and see that's my Facebook profile. It's connecting. And then it brings up this dashboard where you could link your different accounts. Now, I've linked most of them, but if you come right down here, I have this one. That's the one I just deleted. I would just hit connect. And now it has connected that Facebook. If it says reconnect, that doesn't mean that it's not connected. I could hit it again. If there's ever an issue, just come back here and hit reconnect. But there was no issue. So you could do that if you want. It doesn't really make any difference. And these are just some different Facebook pages that I own that are not relevant to this niche. There you go. They're all clicked. But if I wanted to see, I just added that one. If I hit this, it's going to ask me to upgrade, and I would have to upgrade to the next plan, which would raise my monthly bill by $3 a month. But now I have them all connected. And what you need to do is you have this thing where it says publishing. And I deleted everything just so I could show you what it looks like as a fresh page. So I've been posting this, but if you want it to post, there's a couple different things you could do. So say I wanted to post something for tomorrow, which is today's the 26th of December. I would be able to click that little plus and I'd be able to select whatever channels I want. I could say all channels and it's going to post it to everywhere. See, there's all the Facebook pages, that one test Blue Sky account that I'm in. And then I would be able to, they're all selected. And then you pick the type of content. They have like single image, which is just basically a photo. Think of it like Instagram photo, like the square kind. And then you also have a regular video, which it's anything but a reel, really, if you think about it. It could be square, it could be 16:9. Then there's also carousels, which if you don't know what a carousel is, it's like a series of photos where people kind of swipe through the photos. And then there's text, which again, that's just like a regular text post. It could be long, short, whatever you want. And then there's stories. What a story is, like on Facebook or Instagram or whatever platforms utilize stories. And then you have reels, which again, those would be like Instagram or Facebook Reels, or it'd be like a TikTok, or it'd be like a YouTube short. Those would all be, I know it says Reels, but it counts for anything that's basically a vertical short video. So that's what we are talking about with Reels. So now, if you're like me and you don't want to do that one video at a time, and every time that you make a new video, you're like, oh, that's so many things. I like to bulk import things. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to schedule 180 days of both the video, the text, and as well as my image posts that get me leads. And then I have a whole bunch of videos reels that I'm working on. As I make them, I just add them to a list and I'm able to bulk import them into the platform and start getting leads. The reels, I could just keep on adding them as I go. And the really cool thing is when you build out these lists, things like Facebook are okay with you posting them to different Facebook pages. If you ever started a new page, you wouldn't have to schedule everything one at a time. You would just update the posting date and start at the beginning and upload it. And now you have a new Facebook page that has new content going to it every single day for those 180 days. And if you wanted to add in original content on top of that, you have posts to fill in that space. So if you want to add more, power to you. That's good, but you don't have to, is my point. You could just have default content going out every single day. So let's just get to it. So if you wanted to do that, you'd come to this page. Again, you're going to create your account. If you do want to follow along and do this easy AI poster, it's really easy to do that. So now you come down to this little arrow at the bottom where it says, or the little paper plane arrow. And you have a couple options. You could do new posts. That basically is what I just showed you. You could do a recurring post. That would be like, maybe you had something that you just went out the same thing every day. Maybe it's like a Facebook page that you have, or not page, or it could be a page, or maybe it's your Facebook group, and you just wanted to have the same notification going out every Monday. Just say, hey guys, make sure that these are the rules or whatever. That would be a use case for that. And you could also have triggers. And this tool also has AI content generator. I'll go over that in a different video, but it will help you actually create content directly in it. Then you could have bulk upload, which is what we're about to do. Then you have export, which we don't need to do that, or schedule all, or draft all. But we're going to click on bulk upload. It's going to give you these two options. Multi-file is just if you're just going to upload a whole bunch at once, but we're not going to do that. we're going to do import CSV file. Think of it like it's an Excel file-ish. It functions the same way as an Excel file. It's like Sheets for Google. And you could take this file, and what I do is I actually just put it into Sheets and I just operate the whole thing there. It just makes it easy, and I can access it from anywhere. So if you do this, you click import CSV and you would hit download example CSV, and that would download this in here. What would happen is when that's done, you would just drop that CSV in here and it would just start uploading everything, like everything. It's so cool. So what that's going to give you is something like this. This is the example. This is actually what it will give you. So it will show you a date, like here it says 5/1/2024. And then it says single image. Then you have your title. You have to know what's relevant for the different types of things that you're posting. If you leave it blank, it just won't be filled in. And then you have the title, which often it's not always the title that you need, but then caption, and then media is basically where you're hosting the file. And I'm going to show you a really cool little hack. If you're like, I don't have anywhere to host this file, because Radaar is obviously hosting their own thing. And now you don't want to pay for a whole bunch of extra things to actually host your content on. I'm going to show you a way to do it completely free. And then you have the status would be like scheduled or draft. I just leave them all scheduled because I'm scheduling all of them. But if you went to draft, it would schedule them as drafts, and then you could go in and just double check. Now, and then there's the different styles. Single image, that would be like the Instagram photos. Then you have video, which again would be like a YouTube video or a Square video. Burpee. It'd be anything, but it would be anything but a vertical, like reel or short style video or TikTok. Then carousel, we talked about those already. A row of things. Then there's a photo album, which is a little different than a carousel, but again, I'm not messing with that link. I'm not messing with today, but that's how you do that one. Text, that would be like a text post. Reel, that's another one that we're doing. Story, I'm not messing with that today. And then single image, these are the same exact things as above. So what I do here, I'm going to click down here, and here's this example of my, there it is, reel. There's the reel, and it says the date, which again, I have right here, 12/27. So I would start it tomorrow. And then you have the time right there. And then you have the year. And you have the title, which we don't need to have that one filled in because it's going to be, it references the captions, or you could fill them both in. And if it's not relevant, like I could just go ahead, if you're worried about, oh, it's not going to do it, just do this. I could just go boom. And now if a category is not relevant, it will just leave it. It just won't use it. It only references the categories that it needs. So if you are worried about it, just leave it like that and it won't even matter. And then we have media and then links. Oop. 1 second. Let's bring this forward. So let me show you this little hack. I was telling you I was going to show you a hack. So if you have Dropbox, whether free or paid, if you don't have a paid one, go get a free account. It's going to be big enough for you to do whatever you need. Just you can get enough gigs and everything for free. So what happens when you have a Dropbox link? You could either you're doing it from your computer, you're doing it from the browser. You can create a share link. And I'm going to bring this up, and you can see right here what that share link looks like. Now, if I was to take this link, copy it, and go to the browser, and I paste it, it would actually come out like this. See, there's a 1 at the bottom. You can, good. Sorry, I have one screen. So see, there's a link it says 0 or 1. But if I put 0, which is what it will give you when you create that link, it's going to bring you to something that looks like this. And that doesn't really work because that's not a download link. But if you take that same exact link and turn the 0 into a 1, it becomes a download link. And it's going to be hard to see what I'm doing because I'm just going to hit it, but it doesn't open the page. And it will just open. Oh, it just downloaded it to my computer, and that's it. It just actually popped up on my screen. You can't really see it, but it popped up on my screen. It downloaded it. So now when I go to this file, completely free, I could host it on Dropbox completely free, and just change the last number from a 0 to a 1. That's literally all you need to do. I think I have a video on it on this channel. I'll just bring it up and I'll share it again. Put it on that checklist, actually. It's a really cool hack. And again, if you have another hosting solution, go ahead, do your thing. This is free. I gave you an option. That's one less excuse, right? I do have A freedom seeker. I do have a Discord that I'm re-waking up. I do have my main platform that I've been met on has been school. You're welcome to join the school, but I am planning on revitalizing some of my Discord. I'm just working on it right now in order to automate it as much as possible. But come in here and ask it whatever questions you like. And again, if you go to grab my checklist at aiprofitchecklist.com, that's also going to give you that this entire checklist. But I'm an open book. I'm happy to share whatever you need to it. Again, let's go back to that. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and save this. Again, this was I need a CSV file. Let's do Reels first. Let me show you this real quick. This is actually a cool little hack. Say you don't want to write these all in manually every single time. Now, if you grab this, grab one. If I was to say, see, it says 12, I want it to be 27 as the first day because I want to start posting tomorrow. And then I grab here. And if I drag this down like this, it says like 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Now it goes on to January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So when I do this, it will schedule everything through January 5th. So that's a way that you can just literally just fill in the first one and just drag it down and it will update the date all the way down the line. If you do want to go all out and change make the posting time not exactly the same, you'll have to do a little manual work. But now you go to File, this week with checklist. There's other people that use a similar checklist. It's a good way to you might be thinking of Shopify's Discord, which is another great place to go and learn. Chase is always sharing. He's always very generous with the time. I'll be perfectly honest. I'll bring that up so other people see your question. I have been doing this a while. My story is that I started creating content. I come from a film and television background. I work on TV shows and movies. I live in LA and everything shut down in 2020. And I had to figure out how to make money because we didn't have work for a long time because the entire industry was shut down. And I had to figure out how to so I started making income. I was promoting affiliate products. I made a video for a text to speech software, which is terrible by today's standards. And I was able to, Shopify, they're great. But I made 75K in commissions in 2020 just from promoting. It came from one video that went viral, and it was just me answering a question to somebody that basically people's problems. I took their problem and I gave them a solution. I didn't charge them, but they bought through my affiliate link, which was a ClickBank product, and I was able to pay basically all my expenses for that year, even though I didn't work. Eventually, that kind of leads to some levels of burnout. So I'm really all about trying to automate as much as I can now and make it as efficient as possible. And I feel like these types of automations and these types of checklists and just being able to help other people do it is really one of the best ways to do it. If you want to learn from me or even like Chase, I get certain things from Chase that like the checklist, I got that idea from him and I'm utilizing it. I think it's a great idea. But there's certain things that you're going to learn from different creators. Like you're going to learn something from me. You're going to learn something different from somebody like Shopify or Chase. You're to learn something different, and you could take those pieces and put them together and see what you like. But it's whatever works for you. We're all going to have our own different things. But I was able to do that. But I've learned that recurring affiliate, if I actually was collecting email addresses during 2020, I would have had an amazing asset. But I didn't do that. I just was promoting affiliate products, and they weren't recurring as well. So now, if you collect email addresses, utilize AI to help you write the emails that market to those email addresses. And ethically, by the way, you don't have to be scammy or spammy, help people. And then you have recurring, meaning that you make a sale and it pays you every single month as long as they stay subscribed. And as long as you help them succeed, you're going to have a better chance of actually making money or keeping them subscribed because you helping them by proxy helps you make money, and you helping them makes them make money. Cool. All right, let me get to this. So we're going to upload this one. I'm going to hit File, and I'm going to go down here to where it says Download, and you have a bunch of options: Microsoft Excel, Open Document, PDF, Web Page, and then we have tab separated, but we want the CSV, which means comma separated values. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to download it to my computer. And now I'm going to go back over to Radaar, and I'm just going to take the file that it just gave me, which I'm just going to grab it from my computer. I know you can't see it, but I'm just going to grab it and drag it in. I just exported it, and now it grabbed it, and it is detecting everything. And there we go. And it is, see, it's grabbing all those files. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with Shopify. You make sales from Shopify, right? You're making sales, and you would be able to potentially take this type of thing to build a list to sell to your Shopify clients or to your Shopify people that would buy from that store, right? So you'd be able to actually use this as a way to generate leads on autopilot over time. And then you're going to be able to market to them ethically. You'd be able to generate leads using these automations and then power to continue doing Shopify. This is just a way to just generate so many leads on autopilot. And I know I'm showing this one first, but my text posts and my image posts scheduled for the next 6 months that I'm about to do this. So we can go down here. It's still uploading because these are videos, but like here, it's uploading. Da, da, da. Taking a little bit longer just because it's there we go. Oh, he gave me this last one. He'd added one more at the end for some reason. I don't know why. I just delete that last one. Don't need this last one here. Just left a blank one for some reason. These all loaded. Cool. So it did that. Now I hit next. And I'm just going to post it to everything. Remember, I'm doing mostly Facebook pages. I am experimenting by posting on Blue Sky. I think it's low-hanging fruit and a potential way that we could start getting leads because there's less competition there. I like the idea of seeing if I can automate onto that platform since Radaar gives me that option. And I could just do it. I clicked it all of them. If you need them. Now hit next. And now it's actually just scheduling everything. And because I modified that Dropbox link, and again, you do whatever you want. I know people use like Amazon's services, but it is uploading these. It will go faster for everything else. So it's loading these. So now let's go. See, it just added the first one, successful. Now let's go back over to the CSV file and let's go to single images. So you see here, I have single images. Let's update the date right here. So again, we're going to do, I have it at 27th is the date that we want to start on tomorrow. Boom. And now I need to update this. So I'm just going to drag this all the way down. All the way down. All the way to, and now this is going to schedule these posts all the way through June 26th, 2025. 6 months of posts. And if you don't know what those posts are, they're like these types of posts. I generated them with Replicate. And what I did is I actually went to posts that are already working on Instagram. I went to posts on YouTube that are working, that are already seeing results. Then I went to ChatGPT. I'd show you in ChatGPT, but it's down right now. I don't know. And then I find ones that work and I have ChatGPT replicate them. By the way, if you do want to do this, I have this tab in my checklist. And to your point, this is something different. This is something that Chase doesn't have. This is something I added because I thought it was valuable, and he's happy to take it too if he wants to take these from me. But I created prompts, and I just said every time that I create a prompt, I'm just going to drop it in here. And you have, what is it? Let's call it, or 40 plus, let's call it 50 plus. It's actually 60 right now. You could take this, drop it into Replicate, clone your own face. And I know what you're saying. You could update it or drop it in ChatGPT and say, hey, update this so it references my characteristics and give it that. Or maybe say, hey, I'm not male, I'm female. And here's my characteristics, rewrite this for that. Then you go to chat to Replicate and create the images. And I actually, once you find one that's good, I found just hit, then it will, it kept on generating new prompts for me. And it's really cool. But if you want them, I include them for free in my checklist right there underneath that tab. But now let's go over to this one. Now we're save it. So let's check in on here. It goes a little slower again because it is videos that are uploading, but they're all being grabbed from Dropbox. So now I'm going to go ahead and just save this again. Boom. I'm going to hit download, and I'm going to save a CSV file. that's saving that to the computer. And while that's going, since this is taking, it will take a little bit longer for that. So what do we have? We're 1, 2. Oh, wow, that's only on the second one. I might actually be able to schedule both of them at the same time. Let's see. But let me actually show you this while that's doing that. Let's click this and go back to this page. So now when I go to publishing, if I come to this page, you see right here, now I can click right here and it shows everything that's scheduled. It shows, because it said in the CSV file, reel, it's scheduled as a reel. And we have our title, date, it has them right here. And that's really all that we need in this content, because a reel, it only really has a title. There's no real description. It's just the title, especially on Facebook or Instagram. On YouTube, you could add a description into a YouTube short, but you don't have to. Yep. So if I check here, let's see if it's done the second one. I don't know why that's taking so long. Let's keep on letting it go. But now that I got the CSV, I'll show you this other one. So I can just hit bulk upload, and I got the CSV for the image posts. So I'm just going to grab the image posts, and I'm going to start my upload right there. And now it is grabbing everything for all of the image posts. It's processing it. It might take a second. 182 columns parsed. You can see all the image posts. It's grabbing them. And one thing that I do for the image posts, you see I have my affiliate or my landing page right here. In every single post, the image post will have that. And you're like, it's, some people will click through and some people will go to the link. Not everybody will, some people won't. And I have a call to action to do something like comment or drop a yes. And one thing with Radaar as well is you could see a lot of the different posts, or you could automate it with ManyChat, which is another tool. But the thing with ManyChat is that you have to pay per Facebook page. So it could get a little pricey. It's like a $30 subscription. So unless you're making quite a bit from each Facebook page, you might just do it through here and you could see everything directly through Radaar. Cool. And now, why this one? I think this might have frozen. Or I could just leave it. We'll see. We'll have to check on it. All right, well, that's going. Why don't we just get a third one going? So I'm just going to go to open up a third tab for the text. It's actually going pretty quick because they're smaller. They're not full videos. There you go. Okay, so they actually are all loaded. So let's just go ahead and start this on our upload. So now, again, I'm just going to go ahead and select all. And now I'm going to get next. And now it is scheduling all of these for 180 days. 180 days. And if I come over here again to, since it's scheduling, there, oh, it is scheduling. I think something glitched on the page or the reels. I might just have to redo those. But now it's scheduling all of them for all of these postings. It's gonna move on to the next one, and it's just gonna go through the whole entire 6 months. Do you know how much long this would take me if I had to do this manually? It's mind blowing. And you actually do get leads. I'm serious. I use this tool already. I just deleted it so I could start fresh and show you how it works. So now I can go over to the third one, which was our text posts. And I formatted these same way. I had ChatGPT kind of help me write 180 of them. They're helpful posts. They give tips. It talks about the same things I talk about on these lives in my content. I just had it just give stuff away and encourage people to go to this landing page in order to grab my checklist, and it gets them on my email list, and it gets me a way to connect with them more so than just dropping an affiliate link. You sometimes are lucky and you get people to buy through just affiliate links, but you want to capture their information. You really do. So now let's start right here. Again, we're going to start on the 20 7th. So let's do that. And let's just double check that it's not. So that's 16. It's all in military time. So that's 10. And let's change it because that's the same time as the real. Let's change it to somewhere in the middle. Let's call it 13. Should be 1 o'clock. And now I'm just going to drag it down and it's going to update all of these. All updated through June 24th. Like before, I could hit File, Download, CSV file, downloaded it, come back over here. Let's refresh this, see if it's doing all of our uploads properly. Still going. See, still going. All these are still uploading, but let's start the other one. I don't usually do these all at the same time, so that could also be something that's glitching it. That might have been one of the reasons, but I don't know. So I'm just going to import that CSV, text files, drop it here, boom. Just grabbing the file. It's going to parse it. Here it goes, 180 columns. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. All the different posts. Go didn't do all of them yet. Make sure it loaded all of them, and I'll hit next. There we go. So all the way to the end. And now I hit next. I'm going to pick where I want it posted. All channels. Hit next. And it is scheduling to all of my channels. Let me just go show you a fresh one. Boom, boom. And as I go there, it is loading. See, boom. I think that this one glitched. I'm going to try this again real quick. I'm just going to cancel the Reels one and start that one over again because I think that there was some sort of glitch this happened. So let's start that over again. Discard. I'm just going to delete that one and start over. Delete selected, and now I'll just start it over. Let me just double check the CSV file, make sure that there was nothing wrong with it. I didn't mess anything up. Boom, boom, reel. Boom. Yeah, it looks all good. All right, I'm going to export the CSV file again, just so it's a fresh one. CSV, download that again. Let's go back over to Radaar. This one right here. Even if I refresh it, you'll see that more and more are popping up and populating on the schedule. Oh, because that's the end of the month. Look, all of next month's already scheduled. What do you know? It's working. It's working. I'm saving so much time. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and schedule that new CSV file, bulk import. If not, I'll just have to figure out what the glitch is. There we go. Just drop that in. Oop, I have to click that button first. And I can just drop this in. Shorts, reels. And here's the thing. A contents couldn't be parsed. I don't know what it's saying. I might need to just copy it to a new sheet and just do it that way. Here, let's just do this real quick. Troubleshooting. Here's what we do. So I'm just going to take this page, which is our original page. I'm just going to duplicate it real quick. And then I'm going to just grab this stuff from this page. For some reason, it's being grumpy with me for whatever reason. This is that copy. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that stuff, paste that, boom. All right, let's try that just in case the other one doesn't work for some reason. Now I'll just get the CSV file. That's saved again. Let's check in. Maybe it's working this time. Not that tab. They all get loaded. All right, let's just see if it works. And if not, I can just use that new CSV file. It was some weird error that was showing up. I think it was like something I did. User error. And now that's going. So now let's just open up another Radar so you can keep on seeing how things are uploading. And I think that the key thing is just automate as much as you can. And then whatever, like you said, if it's Shopify that you're promoting, great. If you're promoting those tools, you can create like a checklist the same way that I'm talking about, or you could give another lead magnet. I just really like the idea of these checklists that just help people succeed, because you could just clone everything I'm doing, because this is what I'm doing to succeed. This is what I'm doing to make money. This is what I'm doing to be successful. So if you want the same result that I have, just copy me. And there's this, I know if you're yelling at me, hey, Jonathan, I am in a different niche. Cool. There's this thing, Chat GPT or Gemini or AI chat bots and stuff like that. Feed this into it and say, hey, I am doing this other tool, this other thing. I have a Shopify store that sells this. This is my niche. I want to create a checklist like this. How would you recommend that I respin this? What other things can I do? There's plenty of room. My kind of mindset is I'd rather you automate this stuff so I don't have to spend all the time doing it. And if somebody else is doing it and it's making me money and it's helping other people, those are like my two things that I can't ever do. There's something in me that makes it so I can't rip somebody off. I refuse. Like, even if it's gonna make me money, I won't say something that's gonna lead you down the wrong path. I might be wrong, but I'm never gonna intentionally mislead you. I promise you. It's literally just uploading the next couple months of content. Refresh it. But now I don't have 180 days of reels, but as I get more and more reels, I'm going to continuously be able to add to this list. And eventually I'll have 20, and eventually I'll have 30. And if I want to promote a new profile, my process is like, whenever I can, I don't really buy any of them. I just start a new profile and then automate the content to it over and over again. It's going to bring me in leads. And more, the stuff that I did manually, I truly believe that things with AI agents coming out, that's going to be so heavy this year. Utilize what's coming out, and instead of being that person that gets replaced, be that person that utilizes the tools and actually is on the forefront of it. And then you won't be left behind. Turn what you used to spend hours doing into passive income. So maybe you clone exactly what I'm doing, which in a way I'm cloning some of the stuff that Chase is and Shinify is doing it my own slightly different way. You can clone my thing, make your own little tweaks, and then automate it. And then if you have another passion that's not AI automation or AI marketing and things like that, then you can go ahead and have that passion, go do that thing and not worry if it's going to make you money. Just do what you want because you love it versus because it's making you money. I think that's really a problem with jobs in general. People are always just trying to do something because they want the money. But I'd rather just have the money and then do a job because I love it and not because I have to. Like, my whole thing is I'm working to funding my own film projects and TV projects and things like that. And I don't want to work for giant corporations anymore that are being bought up by tech companies and don't want to actually pay people for the content they're creating. So I'm going to go down a rabbit hole of being grumpy about that. But okay, let's check in on these and just see how everything's looking. So let me refresh just so it's a fresh page. That was because I did one on the wrong day. So now I guess I had the two of the same dates. Yeah, I did. See what happened? This will actually be a good opportunity to show you how to fix this. I accidentally had the date the same for these two, and I didn't realize that I didn't fix it. Now, there's two ways that you could really remedy this. Now, these two are two different ones that it doesn't really matter what order these go out in. So I could just go ahead and just grab, for instance, this one. And what's the last date that I have scheduled, which is for that is the 5th, but it should go till the 6th. Now, what I could do is just come over here, back over here. So I want it to be the 6th. What I do is grab that second one which I guess I'll just do this one since it's an older one. Click it, and I can just change the date right here. It says the 27th. So I'm just going to switch this to January 25, same time, apply, update. And now if I refresh this page, still hasn't gone yet. There it goes. If I refresh the page, it should be on the 27th. January 25th. On the 7th. I think I didn't click that. Apply. Update. There we go. I must have not clicked something. So now, if I go to the 27th, January, it was supposed to be the 6th. Oops. See? I switch to the 6th. Apply. Update. That's going to move it to the other day. There we go. That was that easy. But the mistake again, if I wanted to fix that, go to here, and I could just switch this to like the 28th if I wanted to. But again, I fixed it. I don't need to highlight these and just drag that way, and it's fixed. That was my mistake. Sorry. But it doesn't really matter what order they come out in. Now I can come here. Let's take a look. It's still uploading the photos, but if I come over to the text, I believe that's all done. Yep, it's all done. Now I come over here to the text. It's like the text is all done. Hit done. Now all of these are done through all of these months. What did this switch to here? Oh, it's the text post. Cool. And for some reason, this went to direct. And once that was done in processing, this should turn black or green, yellow. I can't even speak. And make sure that it's all good. And even though it didn't look correct in that other page, it is showing that it is actually formatted correctly, how I want it. And then these links will actually be clickable. So it's really that easy to schedule out for months in advance. And as I add more reels, I just keep on scheduling them ahead. I typically make them for YouTube first. And anytime I make a YouTube one, I just add it to that list. But that way, if you ever have a new batch of Facebook pages or a new page that you're promoting, or I'm running this experiment to see how this posts go on Blue Sky, again, it's completely up to you how you do it. This is still uploading the images. It's almost done, actually. It's pretty close to the bottom. But once that's done, I will have the whole entire 6 months of lead gen posts scheduled. And as I make more reels, and I showed you there's easy ways to do them, you can go to things like Pictory. You can go to different tools and generate them automatically if that's what you want. And they're going to get you leads as well. But I find that you're going to get a little better leads. Do a little bit of it manually, but again, our time is money. The goal is, I honestly feel like with AI automations and AI agents, there's going to be a point really soon where all of this stuff is just going to be done automatically, and it's going to be as good as you doing it yourself. Like you think, oh, that tool can't edit as good as a person. It's gonna get better, and it's going to edit as good as a person soon. That's my belief. I am not an expert in anything, and I'm not a guru, and I don't give advice, but hey, this is what I'm doing. Get done. Look, that's so cool that I'm able to, there, it actually updated it with these posts. Whatever this one was. Weird, glitchy thing. But now I have 6 months of posts. And even if I don't add a reel every single day, I have text and I have image posts every single day. Every day. Every single day. And I can't stress enough how easy this is. Cool. I just wanted to go over that. I usually try and keep these about an hour. I went a little bit over today, but I do try to go live a lot. Once this is done, I'm talking about how you could automate things. The one thing that I really do spend a lot of actual manual time doing is exactly what I'm doing right now, hanging out with you live. Now, I feel like this is the way that people are going to connect with creators in the future, because so much of this stuff is going to be done by AI agents moving forward. Like everything that I spent time doing, and showing you how to do manually, I feel is going to be able to be replaced with an AI agent that's going to do it for you. The only thing that's not going to be able to be done for you is us here hanging out together one on one. Like afterwards, I'm going to take this live stream and I'm going to repurpose it into a cut down version showing people how to upload to Radaar. I'm going to put that in the checklist. So if you want to have this a little bit more cut down where I'm not yammering on about stuff, or you could get this done in 15 minutes and you didn't have to hang out here and listen to me for an hour to get it done. But we're hanging out. This is the way that we connect as creators nowadays. This is how it's going to happen because you can't trust that it's my voice. You can't trust that it's even my face on a video anymore. You can't trust that anything is real in an edited video anymore. You don't even need necessarily editors as much anymore because a lot of this is going to be done with an AI automation system. All like I have so much faith that this is the direction that we're heading, like in all these things. So go ahead and automate as much as possible. Again, go and grab things from my checklist. Go to AIprofitchecklist.com. I also drop a lot of these things into my school. If you don't want to go opt in, go hang out in my school long enough. I do post it in there, direct links to the Google Sheet. Go make a copy and also bookmark the one that I have because I do update it. When I come up with new videos and new tutorials, I put it in there. It's literally just follow it from beginning to end, and you're going to be able to just follow along with what I'm doing. I'm just giving it to you. And I told you how I make money with it. It's through recurring affiliate income and some non-recurring, but that's the way to do it. Multiple buckets of income and automate as much as possible and then do something to connect with your audience. For me, I enjoy hanging out with you live. That's my way to connect with you. And then I'm trying to make everything else as automated as possible. So again, thank you for hanging out with me. I will see everybody tomorrow. I'm gonna go live. I have actually a pretty cool thing I wanted to post. I was gonna go over some updates. I was experimenting with update AI, like news updates. It went a little rough when I did it the first time, but hey, that's how you get better. I'm hanging out with you. I'm just practicing with you in public. And that's my advice for anybody. Just go and practice in public. But I did really want to go over some of the, assuming ChatGPT is not down tomorrow. Maybe if it is, I'd have to push it to the next one. Go check out these insane updates that ChatGPT has been through. I've been playing around with the camera thing. It's blowing my mind. Okay. I'm going to see everybody tomorrow and come into my school, school.com/wealth on autopilot. Grab Radaar. It's such a great tool. It's on the checklist. It's also at easyaiposter.com. All right. I will see everybody later. Peace out. Have a good one.